before we go to Rioja, but now we will still go to another area. So this is close to the Atlantic. Tell us a little bit about Ribera del Duero. Where is this for those people who don't know it? And we go to the next wine, the first red wine. I show it to the people. Wait a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. So Ribera del Duero. This is we have another winery in Ribera del Duero. This is we are there present since 1989. Practically, we decided that as the same reason as we were moving with the white wines, we just decided to move to Ribera del Duero because it's a very well-known region in Spain about red wines. Also, with a different character. Wines with more character, stronger, with more tannins presence, more fruity wines than in Rioja. More modern style. That's why we were looking for this thing, just to make more rich our portfolio of wines, and we can offer a better.
Luis, yeah. Tell us a little bit, because not everybody knows Duero. I mean, this is a valley, or what is it? Where is the place in Spain? It's more now towards the mountain, right?
Yeah, Ribera del Duero, it's a little bit more in the center of Spain. It's close in the way from Aro, in the way to Burgos, to Madrid. So we are close to Angus. It's a region very close to the center of Spain. This is characterized by a very strong land, because we have a very hot weather during summertime, reaching almost 42 degrees, but in the winter time, it's very, very cold, dropping dramatically the temperature. So the difference in a year could be even 50 degrees. So it makes that the grapes are growing a little bit smaller, with a little bit more skin, rich in tannins, and the character and it shows a lot in the character in the wine. That's why the wines there are stronger. We have there 95 hectares. It's a winery that practically we started to do it from zero. And the people during this time, our Nodok and the president of the company chairman, they were looking for the best place in Ribera del Duero to buy the land and to prepare everything to make this winery from zero. Even they were making an interview to old people where they remember where they're the best vineyards before in these days. Yeah.
But from the grapes, I mean, this is a continental climate then. What kind of varietal is this, and how does it manage to get this heat stress and the cold? How does it work? I don't think that this trees grow like the way we do it in the north. It's more like on the ground, right? How could we imagine the vineyards to stand this climate?
Yes, so we are using the same method like in Rioja in about the vineyards, in growing the vine. It's completely the same.
Okay.
But the sort of grapes is the same, Tempranillo, but the name that received in the region in Ribera del Duero is Tinta del País.
Oh,
It is exactly the same grape, just that it grows up completely different, as I told you, because the extreme weather they have there. That's why the grapes are growing completely different. More tannins, the skin is thicker. That's why we are going to find this. In this wine, for example, in the 2009 that you have on your desk and your glass, it's a wine that is characterized by strong flavors with some berries, mature berries, very strong, nice, fruity. And in mouth, it has a very good balance. It has a very elegant tannins, presence tannins. You feel the dryness around the mouth, around the teeth. It goes very well with meat, with strong meat, for example, because these tannins can cut very well the fat in the meat, and goes perfectly with a good piece of meat.
Yeah, I wonder. This is.
We have 95.
What is the soil? What is the plant standing on? Because it's very, very smooth also, yeah?
Yes, the soil is a silky sand. It's a sand, more sand than in Rioja.
Yeah.
It's a silky sand. It calcareous also.
Yeah.
So, and that's why mainly it depends. The grapes depends of the weather there, because it is completely streamy weather.
Well, this ground can keep the water, right? As a silky sand can keep the water somehow a little bit, right?
Yeah. Yes, right. No, no. On the other side, it's drier. It's drier. Cannot
Okay.
keep the other side because it's sandy, so it's wet, and it's very dry in the other way. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Do you have to water the plants then, or not?
Yes. No, no, no. We don't. We depends completely on the weather. We are never putting some water. Nothing. It depends on the weather completely. Yes, that's what we are trying to do, like a terroir.
Okay, like the terra. Okay. And so how? But you built this from the scratch. So this is new plants. This is not old plants, or are this new plant?
Those are, no, those are new plants. The average is around 25 years, more or less, of the plants. More or less the average, and it's completely planted since zero. This is something we built the chateau, very similar to Torre de Oña that we are going to see there later, because Torre de Oña, it was a chateau before that we was bought by Rioja, Alta, but we took the design of the house to build the chateau there, and this is surrounded by the vineyards around. 95 hectares we have, just in Quinta del País.
Okay. One question we forgot. What is the white wine and this one in your shop? If I come to you into your shop, and how much you sell this wine, the price? From the price?
Yes, and the price is around, in Germany, it's around 11 euros.
Okay.
10, 11 euros, yes.
Okay, and
you can find it around.
Sorry, I didn't understand
Yes,
that. The red wine, how much was the red wine?
Around 10 euros.
10 euros. Okay, okay. Well, from the taste, I mean, it's typical Tempranillo, but it's also, I think the soil, you can really smell the ground from my point of view, and then you can somehow imagine that it's a hot area when you go and taste it. How would you describe the wine?
Yes, the wine is with a lot of good aromas of berries, some fresh berries, blackberries. It has in mouth, it's a good balance also. The tannins are very well present around the mouth. You can just completely cover the tongue, over the teeth. So you can feel it very dry wine. And as I told you, these tannins felt really to combine with meat, with red meat. This is one of the best that made for strong meat.
But I think you make a great job because even if for young trees, I think for young trees that this don't taste like a young wine for me. It's like really also developed, like the Rias Baixas wine. I think all of your wines have some kind of I don't know how to find the right English words, but I always have the feeling that it's not this young, fresh, loud style. It's more really developed, more an old style, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is so. We are for the vinification of this wine. We are using just French oak. This is something very important for us to use French oak for this wine because it can help to round the tannins better because they are stronger and to bring a little bit more out of the fruit. So because of the difference here in Ribera del Duero, that we are using just French oak, and in Rioja Alta we are using just American oak. Because we need this for very long aging wine.
But you give me a good word, because the French made a big influence into Rioja, right? There was a time when they came to you and picked wines because of the big disease we had in Europe. Can you say something about this time when the French were in the region, and how does this influence the Rioja area?
Yes, it was in the 18th century. So the phylloxera problem was around Europe, and this problem caused practically the disappearance of all the vineyards in Europe. But the French people were moving to the south looking for healthy vineyards, and they found right here in Rioja. And they came here practically to teach it. We were since centuries making wines, but in a different way, more simple way. And the French practically teach the Rioja, in Rioja, how to make the reservas and granny reservas.
Okay.
Yes.
But the use of wood was also something that came with the French, right? Or was it always used before? I mean, the way
it was just before to contain the wine, to move from the wine from one place to another place, like the containers. But just the French people came here to teach how to make the reservas and to keep them a little bit longer time inside the wood.
Okay. So finally, we've done the sideways now. So we have been in the Rias Baixas, which I love. I'm very, very excited to have a hangout about Rioja, but at the same time to cover Rias Baixas. We have been in the Ribera del Duero, and now let's go to the old traditional, your roots of your house.